Given the embattled German Federal Chancellor, Prime Minister Mrs. Angela Merkel's recent coalition problems with the Bavarian more conservative wing of her Christian Democrats even threatening to pull out of the coalition for a while, or at least their leader, Mr. Horst Seehofer, already presented his resignation as Interior Minister over differences in the asylum, refugee and immigration policies, and with the center-left Social Democrats, who are also in the fragile Grand Coalition, expressing skepticism over the newly worked out deal. Some politicians and political commentators, and of course ordinary people interested in politics, are wondering if it would be time for Federal Chancellor Merkel, who has been in office for nearly 13 years, that is since November 2005, to resign, to clear up the political situation and avoid a potential cabinet crisis that could result in snap federal parliamentary elections for the Bundestag, which would of course benefit the most the Alternative for Germany party, which is right-wing populist and Eurosceptic. And should Federal Chancellor Merkel throw in the towel before the end of her term, that should end only in the autumn of 2021, she already would have a groomed successor, Mrs. Annegret Kramp-Karrenbauer. Born in August 1962, so almost 56 years old now. She has been serving as the General Secretary of Merkel's party, the Christian Democratic Union, since 2018. Before that, she served as the Ministerpräsident or State Premier of Saarland from 2011 to 2018, the first female premier of that state and only the fourth female premier of any German federal state. She has served also as Minister for Labor, Prevention, Family and Social Affairs of the Saarland from 2009 to 2011, Minister of Education, Culture, Family and Women of the Saarland from 2007 to 2009, then Minister of the Interior, Family, Women and Sport of the Saarland from 2004 to 2007, Minister of the Interior and Sport of Saarland from 2000 to 2004, and member of the Landtag or State Legislature of Saarland from 1999 until 2018. However, according to a journalist of the www.reuters.com news website, analysts say that Ms. Kramp-Karrenbauer's profile is too low for the CDU to back her, and Mr. Jens Spahn, her biggest critic within the party, is not popular enough with voters. However, a Forsa poll on Monday, July the 2nd, showed that 67% of Germans viewed Mr. or Interior Minister Seehofer's position as irresponsible. So most voters still probably back Federal Chancellor Merkel's position. And then there, of course, is that concern about what will happen in the next German federal parliamentary elections, especially if they are held early. How much more ground would the Alternative for Germany party occupy? And not only that, the Social Democrats are, according to this journalist, too weak to abandon Merkel and face a snap federal election. Federal Chancellor Merkel has never appeared rattled over the last stressful 2 weeks, and people who work with her say She was focused and relaxed in negotiations and did not lose her sense of humor. In any case, should Ms. Kramp-Karrenbauer take over, she would then become Germany's second female federal chancellor. She's widely perceived as a centrist within the Christian Democratic Union. And in 2015, she caused a public controversy by arguing that if the German government should open up the definition of marriage to become a long-term responsible partnership between two adults, then other demands could not be ruled out, such as marriage between close relatives or between more than two people.